Oh, howdy, my lovers. How are you? It's MJ. I feel inspired. I'm back on the Intuitive Tarot. I just did the Instagram update, and you guys get your own special live update. I am endeavoring to do these like most days, in fairness, and then just on flow deliver the collective intuitions and energy updates that I'm guided to. Thank you guys so much for your bookings. I really appreciate them. And there's 3 days or 4 days left for this 2-for-1 promotion on the intuitive reads, online coaching, and the Be the Change online courses as well. Yep. Hi Roots, how are you? So yeah, I think these intuitive readings are just helping to guide us and affirm back and affirm back the intensity of the energies and everything that we're going through in our personal lives, and then how that extends beyond into the broader collective with regards to paradigm shift and new paradigm communities, conscious creatorship from a hot love vibrashe. Stop talking, grab out of the reading. Okay. Oh, FYI, I would definitely go look at the Instagram reading because it was like super positive. Ooh. Oh, not so much. Okay, well, there it is again, the temperance. There's this real, so crossing over the energies, there is this sense of like up-leveling the love, up-leveling the temperance, i.e. like the taking time to rest, taking time to proper self-love, self-care. It's mega in this kind of like rising, isn't it, in the next level. We start off the reading here, y'all, with the Knight of Pentacles, and then it's over top of the taking the blindfolds off, this card. So I feel like for some of you, you're really taking the blindfolds off around distorted offers, or again, even just this idea for any of us of like, knight in shining armor is gonna come and fix all my problems. There seems to be this sort of like awakening around that construct, and so we're taking the blindfolds off, and there is heartache in this reading, all y'all. So some of you might be processing some major heart stuff, and there's a bit of a tightness around the money because there's the Four of Pentacles. Okay, and then so the heartache is possibly around a Page of Pentacles, so a messenger, somebody younger. And then what I'm feeling with this reading especially is like there's the main advice is right here at the end. Okay, so yes, there's some distortion around relationship, and that's the mental, right? This is to do with our imprisonment, like the thought constructs, the things that we're thinking about in our mind. Now we are taking the blindfold off. We're seeing things more clearly. We're seeing our own like distortion around this idea of knights coming in and saving. It's not to say I have a quote that I might share at some point, but it says, letting go simultaneously kills us and heals us. So hence like, so when we're healing wounds in our heart, it's totally like allowing us to see more clearly and like sit in our throne, right? So this energy is like a messenger coming in, but I feel like for the real grit of the advice for this card is basically know your worth. You know, go within if you need to, which I would say if you're dealing with heartache, there's definitely a sense of going within and finding your light within, establishing emotional balance. Now, emotional balance, it is an alignment factor of like attuning to the thought frequency that helps you feel in alignment with your emotions. Go out and have some fun if that is available to you. I feel like it's probably necessary, and or again aligning the good feelings and allowing yourself to be in temperance. It's basically coming back to your angelic self, coming back to your angelic wisdom. And then ultimately this card is here as well. And this feels to me like there's definitely got to be some thought form that you leave behind. There's definitely got to be some kind of uprooting of distorted mental projection that you're walking away from, because it's probably likely that obviously it weren't working for you. You know, if we keep repeating these patterns, it's the fact that we have to address our knowing. We have to address our truth, our knowing as an individuation aspect, as a sovereign queen. You know, not the kind of in the dark waiting for these messengers and these knights to come along and liberate us. We're the ones that have to take the blindfolds off and address the mental projections of thought form that are working or are not working, that are in alignment with our soul or not in alignment with our soul. And so know the truth of the seat of power of the Queen of Cups, i.e. emotionally centered. Go within if need be so that you can discern what's working and what isn't working on a thought level. Again, the feeling body, the heart, like this aspect will know in truth for you what works and what doesn't when you're super duper present with the beingness that you are and the thoughts and the feelings and the present state, right? Rather than that old distorted thing of seeking it. And then this card popped up underneath that seven of, so there's definitely movement. Clearly, if we're rearranging some belief systems and then maybe going out and having some fun, then the Chariot is gonna be moving us forward. So there's definitely gonna be some clear passage to take you forward. And oh look, guidance. So I want to take that card. Some of you, because the three of Pentacles did come up in the other reading. So we might, via this shape shifting and potential heartbreak. I know that there's somebody that reached out recently about like doing heart healing and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there might be a reaching out, a getting guidance. For some of you, there's this real, this comes up quite a bit, especially for this community, I think the empath community, but healing this inner child of feeling left out in the cold, of feeling like we don't belong, of feeling like, you know, we have to heal this underlying wound to ultimately heal the self, to then not be seeking it via other and like unconsciously essentially trying to hook in to feed this underlying wound of being left out. We have to integrate those full aspects and then really align with that inner guidance and have faith in it. Essentially, it's this aspect of not seeking approval in other, not seeking, yeah, you know, we have to relieve that burden, that construct, as it were, to come into the truth of ourselves. And then no comparison, knowing that we are the world. And again, this is to do with our physical, in the here now, 3D reality. Like we're looking, that's our creation, right? In every single moment, we're biofeedbacking off of it. So if we're comparing ourselves to other people, if we're carrying this burden of, and that the burden can often be experienced in the disparity of where we are in the here now versus the where we're seeing ourselves projected in that reality. And if we focus too much on the disparity versus the working on the here now, which is the Temperance card ultimately. So the more self-love, hermit mode, go out and have some fun, get, you know, really be diligent in transforming those underlying belief systems that are not working, i.e. making us feel better, i.e. making us feel disempowered, or looping us back into certain patterns. And then move forward with the energy when the passage clears. There's this, again, the sovereignty is the here now presence of that queen in her seat of power, knowing the truth of her beingness. But for some of us, based on the residue and or like another loop of a pattern, having to really clear out and go within, find the light from within, take care, self-love, self-nurture, you know, to embody that seat of power, and then go out and have some fun, shake off the shackles of the burdens that we've been carrying probably for lifetimes, if not just this lifetime, and like underlying Again, this temperance card is very much on earth, here now, right? In her divinity, in the here now. Aspects have come through and been cleared ultimately, so we don't, we don't need to go back, basically. So that's go with the flow, y'all. I'm hearing 2 more cards from Osho deck. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, this is brilliant, actually, and very, very in alignment, I would say. So laziness is one of those cards in the Osho deck that I can interpret in quite different ways. Into-ish, straight up, especially because it came out after Go With The Flow. I'm like, y'all, be lazy. Stop fucking working so hard. Stop pushing so hard. Stop like, you know, like fucking be lazy. And then guess what? What? And then we get the abundance card. So I feel really like that you've done the we know, and we do know this on certain kind of psychic levels. You've already done the emotional, mental. It's like just fun to go round and round in circles a few times, isn't it? It's just fun to repeat patterns a few more times, be like, yeah, I did fucking know. I did, intuition did know, right? And so go with the flow. Know that you're just this queen, that the divine and the life and the world, whatever, has your back, all that shit. And then really just like be lazy. Stop giving so many shits and fucks about other people and or the circumstances and or whatever, and just... I'm hearing, go get some ganj and just smoke and chill like a rasta. Honestly, you guys. Because these 2 cards, I would say, are very similar. And, like, this is the clarifier for this. Because, obviously, laziness could be... there's duality in the laziness, right? Depending on the nature of the reading, the laziness could be like, get off your fucking ass and go do something. But I'm not... that it doesn't feel like that, because we have go with the flow, be a lazy moflo lover, and then let the abundance just roll in, because it's already been set in motion. I feel, y'all, it's already like we're aware of that, we're dropping the burden, we're healing the inner child, we know not to compare anymore. We got to take the blindfolds off of like weird seeking, you know, fulfillment and and money and other you know, and swords are, you know, they're hooks, they're ways of hooking things in. And especially if we've got blindfolds on, there's an aspect of distortion and lying and all that kind of shit. So come into the truth of your queendom. Go within if need be to really up-level. It's up-leveling the self-care and the self-love vibrashe. And then listen to that inner guidance. Go with the flow. Leave behind the mental, the thoughts that aren't serving you anymore. Go out, have a good time. Know that you're the existence. And then just go with the flow. Be amazing, lazy moflo lover. And like embrace the abundant nature of that which you are. Totally. This is like my favorite card. This and like there's a few others like creativity and stuff. But this is like my fave card in the deck. And I'm sure he's like not smoking a doobie, but like this little trail right here, it looks like smoke to me. So I always interpret him as like just a badass rasta, like chilling in a lotus or chilling on a magic carpet, being like, wah. But in truth, that's the whole idea of manifestation, isn't it? Is like being in that ease flow. And then from this channel and all y'all who res with the empath community, to me, I just noodled in with the cellular alchemical healing of the physical body. Of that, it's really nice to be in chill flow, but like, let's be honest, if our external reality keeps hitting up against us, going, yeah, ooh, there's energetic cellular density that the mental's not aware of, that we need to let flush through us and heal us on the emotional level. Like, just spend a bit of time, be like, what is that? And be present with that, so that, see how I'm still clearing the residue of resentment and anger and all of this like shame stuff. Anywho, so once we can be present with the clearing of those emotions, we become more aware. If think of it like this as well, if the emotions are our guidance system and our external reality told us to deny them, there's this up-leveling around our human ability to just like hold the totality of our emotional field. Partly why I share the way I share. It's just like there's depth, you know, and pretending that we don't have depth doesn't serve nobody. But nor do we hold on to them. What I practice here is that in the emotional depths we can find clarity, and then as we clear that out, we can usually see patterns, perspectives, we can see things more clearly, and after each emotional storm we rise. We feel better, we feel more clear, we feel more aware, our dreams are more clear, blah 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 blah. So it's just this ongoing process, right? All right, you guys, I love you loads. Sometimes you gotta purge it out. It's every time. It's you know, if we deny, we keep looping around. If we purge, which is, again, most of us have been doing this for years and years, we can just have clarity and perspective and allow good things to come in. Anywho, I love you guys. Have a great day. Peace out. Oh yeah, book a reading if you want one. Yeah.